the mother wouldn't accept the child back. Basically, ICE somehow got in custody of this child, and they tried to give it back to the mother. The mother said, "No, I don't want it," because she was afraid the child would get deported with her, I guess. She wanted the child to stay. And then they didn't have anywhere to put the child, so they gave it to the father, who got put in a detention facility. So the father and the kid had to be put in the detention facility together.
So and they scared the crap out of the mother to take the child. In other words, you got to think about these people, who they are, what they're doing. They're tearing people apart, families apart. They're messing with American citizens.
No, they're not American citizens. They're illegal immigrants. That's why they're trying to deport them. They came in illegally.
These two people. I'm saying ICE, the whole thing. I'm not. They're messing with everybody.
No, they're not. Well, do you know of any incidents where they're messing with American citizens?
Yeah, actually, they've
been. Dude, are you not watching the news?
Hold on,
mistakes can happen.
These aren't mistakes. They're actually pulling. They're pulling school kids out of freaking school, dude, with ICE.
Schools. Yeah.
Okay.
Not just people's homes, their schools. The first.
Yeah, but they're foreign kids, right? They're illegal.
No, not everybody. So let me give you an example here. When this all started, when they hit Chicago, the first thing they did was hit up the projects.
Yeah.
An entire apartment building complex vacated to get five warrants on American citizens. American citizens. They arrested 5 Americans who had warrants, and the people.
What for though? What for though? Because they were probably harboring illegals. You know.
No.
I remember there was a case of one girl. She had an illegal boyfriend and shit.
That's fine.
And you know, hold up. Let me point.
There's a million examples.
That was never
in this particular case.
The boyfriend thing was never verified. There's nothing that backs that up whatsoever. Like saying that she got arrested because she harbored a illegal boyfriend. That's complete conjecture.
No. She didn't get arrested. She got pulled over.
Yeah, I know. I seen the video, and it's like I told Nancy. I was like, "There's nothing incredible news, freaking, that actually says that's true." You seen that on Alex Jones, okay? You seen that on freaking all these nationalists, freaking.
No, well, I mean, they never said she got arrested.
She got pulled over. They made claims that it was because she had a freaking illegal boyfriend, and that freaking she wouldn't comply. They wouldn't even give her. No, they wouldn't even give her a chance to show her freaking ID, man. Okay.
Oh shit.
No, she
had to verify.
I actually seen the freaking footage, dude, okay? And she freaking they literally pulled her out of the car, drug her to the side of the road, and she tried to give them her ID, and they wouldn't even let her show her own freaking ID, dude.
Yeah, but they would have checked it later on. Okay. When do the cops ever hold someone without getting an ID? Yeah.
I've seen that footage though. That's complete. But the story they're giving on that is complete bullshit. Like,
well, okay. If I can finish what I was saying before I forget. Okay. So to answer his question more thoroughly, so this apartment building complex where they got the 5 people who are American citizens, just black people with warrants. Anybody else who had code violations of their apartments were also kicked out of their homes. How they legally were, I mean, they just got exposed to the entire world. These are people in the slums. These are poor, broke black people. Why are you shaking down poor, broke black folks? And that, again, that was the point.
Right, that's not how it works. Like, if there's a police operation happening in a building where there could be gunfire happening, of course they're going to clear civilians out of there. That's just normal standard protocol. Like, why would you keep them there and put them in danger? Like,
but okay, so think about what you said.
Think about that bad compared to like getting shot.
When the whole shakedown was illegal. You're totally missing the point. This whole thing was illegal. They went in there for false pretenses that they're looking for illegals when they were in fact not, because they found none. To go and do that level of a shakedown, you have to have
what's the
kind
real
of
reason
evidence.
then?
You have to have some
What's the
kind
real
of
reason?
evidence.
Well, housing for them to kick all those people out, that means the housing authority had to have been there to frickin' actually see the apartments and then turn around and say, look, you've gone against the frickin' guidelines, then you're out of here, because that's how it works, okay? And that's what he's trying to say. Frickin' why is housing authority there with the police force going into these apartments and saying, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go?
My point is you have to have some intelligence. You have to have somebody saying, "Oh, there's a ton of illegals here." You can't just randomly pick a spot. So, well, the intelligence was wrong.
Well, think of all the other illegals they've arrested, right? Some of them are going to squeal on others.
Well, the
They've all got
eviction
phones.
the eviction thing sticks out to me more than any of the other stuff. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? And for
The
that to
eviction of black
happen,
people?
for that to happen, see, the police force hasn't got the authority to do that. Now, if they had a housing authority official that was there inspecting those houses while the busts were taking place, then freaking, yeah, I would say it was an inside job, and it was the only purpose.
Absolutely.
The only purpose for that was freaking go in there and kick people out of
Get
freaking,
people out.
and that was it.
Yeah.
There-
Anybody looking at it can see that. Yeah.
because you have to have a housing authority official to go in there and freaking say, look, this is below standards, you're gone. The police force can't do that. That's not how it works here in the United States. We're a free country, unlike over in England with their socialist
Yeah, but I mean,
bureaucracy.
there's been a court order to do these deportations on a federal level, right? That's why they're doing it.
Where do you live, by the way, Mr. Robot?
But
He's in Australia.
I'm in Australia.
Yeah.
So if your Australian government went through, let's just say you had a kangaroo problem, okay? Yeah, these kangaroos, there's too many of them. We want to kill them all. We're going to do a countrywide search for these kangaroos. And they kick down your door, put a gun in your face, and tell you you're harboring kangaroos with no intel or bad intel. Do you think that's right?
Well, it's a different situation, right? Because these
No, not
kangaroos supposedly aren't pedophiles and rapists. You know.
See,
Doesn't matter.
that right there just
matter.
blows your
Not
freak.
gangbangers
No,
and drug
look,
dealers
that
and
blows you right there automatically, because freaking this is the whole thing that gets on my
These are
nerves.
innocent people.
No,
Innocent.
people like they're throwing up every single person who freaking comes from another country now are freaking pedophiles and criminals. And this is
can't
like,
equate that.
yeah, I mean, this always pops up, you know what I mean? This is nothing more than a nationalist freaking load of shit, okay? And this is the reason why I say freaking nationalism and socialism needs to be gone from the United States. It's time to freaking rid our country of that
Your
bullshit.
argument makes no sense, man.
Okay,
Your argument makes no sense. There was 20 million people that came in. Are you telling me none of them are pedophiles? None of them are drug
there's
dealers?
freaking people in this country that are
That's totally not the
freaking.
point.
There's people in this country that were born and raised here and they're pedophiles. Why is it freaking?
Yeah, but
Why
you're
is it-
deflecting. That's not my
No.
asking. That's
Yeah,
not what
it is.
I'm asking. I'm asking out of the 20 million people that came
Whatever,
across the southern
whatever.
border, you honestly think
That shit-
none of them have done anything wrong ever?
I'm sure
That's
some of
fucking
them have.
retarded.
I'm sure some
Doesn't
of them
matter.
have. I'm sure it doesn't even. Yeah, right. It doesn't even equate. Okay,
It doesn't,
that's a load of
Even
shit.
if it was 1%, if only 1% were like really bad people, that's still like 100,000, 200,000 people, man.
1%. 1% of
really
20.
bad people in the
1% of
country.
20,000. Isn't that what you just said? That's like 2,000 people.
20 million. 20
No,
million.
20 million.
Isn't
Come
it?
on, dude.
That's what they said came across the border.
And that's what I'm
just
saying.
not-
You got to stop listening to Alex Jones. Okay, seriously.
Right.
Right. Dude, it's been widely reported. Let's see.
I mean, if you didn't have Alex Jones as a superhero, freaking, you would actually get real freaking official news freaking information. But Alex Jones keeps fucking you up, dude.
I didn't get it from Alex Jones.
Sure you didn't.
You're just trying to like make fun of me, man.
Yeah.
Well, you're the one to say that was
It's,
Jones. You brought it on yourself.
That's what you do when
You
you have a
did.
weak argument.
No, you just mentioned Alex Jones, dude.
You mentioned Alex Jones.
You did it.
No, Roger did. I didn't.
I know. You
So
literally.
here it says 11 million people, 14 million people. All right, so
I
there you
know,
go.
but it says
This is
3
not
million
Alex
people.
Jones.
Do you realize how many
This is on
people?
Wikipedia, bruh. All right, on Wikipedia. All right.
Okay.
So,
It's on Wikipedia, bro.
hey, listen. Do you realize how many people are in the United States? What the population of the United States is?
You're close to 350 million people.
That's it. Okay, and they're trying to tell you that freaking over 1.5 million of those people are freaking illegals that snuck across the border.
Well, they have problems in pretty much every community in the U.S., don't they? Like,
No, they don't. You know, I have some of the coolest Mexicans in my freaking area. They freaking do like the best freaking roofing jobs you'd ever see, dude.
I'm not talking about Mexicans; they're natives. I'm talking about African,
no. Okay.
Chinese.
So now we don't
People that
badmouth
have
the
come from
Mexicans
far
like we did,
away to take advantage.
like we did
Look
4
at the
months
Somalian
ago.
situation, man.
Now
Somalians
it's
just robbed your country of like billions of dollars.
now
and
it's
you
the
don't care?
Somalia's turn, right?
Mexicans are only half native because of the Spaniards, by the way.
You see, 4 months ago it was the Mexicans. Now we have to attack the Somalians because freaking we're done with them.
Attacking them. I'm just pointing out the fact that they just like it's widely reported that they've taken like $1 billion.
You know what that was all about, dude?
scams.
You know what that was all about? That was all about freaking like what do they call it, daycare centers. Okay, and like politicians.
And, like,
Politicians-
no one checks up on these Africans, they're gonna take the money and run.
Politicians
Which they
were funneling freaking money out of the government and shit, and they were connected. They had freaking, they were Somalians, I believe, and then like they took it to this whole extent now where they're saying, oh, they're funneling money out to terrorist freaking organizations in Somalia and shit. And there's absolutely no evidence saying that that's true. Nothing whatsoever.
That's what's true.
No, they're literally trying to say now that frickin' that this money was being funneled into terrorist hands in Somalia, and there's absolutely nothing.
There's no
Well,
record.
I don't know. I haven't seen what. It doesn't really matter whose hands they go into. The point is that the money left the U.S.
No, I mean literally, they're saying that though.
Yeah.
They're saying that though. Just because you haven't
Who cares
heard.
whose money, like whose hands it went to? The fact is they stole it. You know what I mean? Like you guys pay taxes.
Yeah.
It was meant to go to like government projects.
I see it
Well,
this.
I mean,
foreign illegals
our
to sell it,
politicians
like-
do our politicians do this. Our military officials do this. Our government does this. Daily corporations do this.
Mhm.
Nobody bats an eye.
And-
But when some black people from Africa do it, rage.
And let me point out USAID again, okay? Why did frickin' Elon Musk and frickin' Trump have a falling out? Is because after they pulled all that money out of frickin' all of that shit that frickin' they were funneling it into through USAID and all these other things, what did Donald Trump do? He funneled it right back into the government. He put it right back where it frickin' was pulled out of, when that money should have went right back into the pockets of the taxpayers, the one that,
Right.
you know what I mean? Instead of doing that, though, he freaking funneled it right back into the government.
And he upped the military spending.
Exactly.
Sure.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But my point is just, it's not a good idea to just let millions and millions of people come across the border and steal your money. Like,
And but the thing is,
you
though,
guys are going to be dealing with the consequences of that for the next 2
No,
generations.
there is no consequences. Everybody keeps saying that shit. There is absolutely
None.
there was never any consequences
As
from
someone who
immigrants.
grew up in Africa, I'll tell you,
Here in the
there's
United
gonna be
States, we've
consequences.
had, I don't know what happened in Africa, but here in the United States, it was never a consequence.
Yeah, the
Well,
United
but
States is
let
gone,
me say-
mate. Forget
but
it.
let me
No,
say,
we're actually doing a lot better than most countries, to be honest with you. Like,
we're kind of a big deal.
yeah,
We're kind of up there, you know.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, I don't know about all
You
the.
just imported a whole bunch of people that don't share your values and don't care about
No,
your country. You're gonna
they
dealing with the
have not
consequences of
affected
that.
this country
Well,
whatsoever,
listen,
dude.
listen. Either way you want to put it, whatever side of the aisle that you're on, you got to look at the situation. You got to look at the actions.
I'm
Everybody's
not on
complaining about
either
the
side of
illegals.
the aisle, just for the
Well,
record.
yeah. Well,
No, I mean
well,
seriously, nothing has happened in the United States
I
whatsoever.
wouldn't vote
but the
for
thing is
fucking
though,
Democrats or Republicans. They're both
but
fucking corrupt as each other.
absolutely. But the thing is though, ICE was supposed to be getting rid of illegals, right? So why are they on the northern border in all the Democratic states?
I heard they're
We
even.
need them. We need
Because
them on the southern
the
border.
Democratic states are the ones that have the sanctuary cities mostly, and that's where the illegals like migrated to mostly. There was a lot of NGOs that basically put them on buses on the southern border and shipped them off into Democrat
The-
states because the Democrats
that was
wanted
the
to
stuff.
use them as a voting base.
Oh no
So
no
in the
no no
next
no no
election,
no
they
no
could
no
use
no
them
no!
to
Illegals
win the
cannot
election.
vote. Don't listen to that shit.
Damn it.
No,
No.
he does
You
have
don't
a
even
point.
realize how corrupt
No,
it is.
he does have a
No,
point.
no, no,
He's
no,
got a
no.
point. He's got a point. He's got a point. However, I think if it were more a genuine sort of a thing, more of a good faith sort of thing, they would send these agents on the southern border. And instead of going to harass people on the northern border for supporting for them doing their own thing and living out their own views, why don't you do a stopgap measure? Go to the border, close off the border, and start checking illegals from there. Let
They
the
have done
police.
that. That's the
No,
first thing they did.
Well,
That's what
see,
ICE
this,
is doing
this,
now.
this,
No.
all of this shit
No.
stems from the birther movement, and I used to be okay with them until freaking here recently. Like, I'm so sick of freaking these birthers. Like, they started freaking talking dumb shit about Obama fucking not being a legal fucking citizen of the United States. And now they're attacking freaking dual citizenship because freaking they don't think if you're
To be
born.
fair, Obama didn't release his birth certificate.
Whatever,
so,
dude.
like,
You know what I mean?
really
Come
good.
on, dude. Are you fucking serious? Like, serious? Who gives
You
a
don't
shit?
remember that.
Who gives a shit? You know what I
You
mean?
should.
No, I want a
You should
country.
care whether you-
I want
you
a
don't care,
country.
like, that's why
I want a government. I want a government to
right
make
now,
sure that
people
freaking
like
the
you
money
don't care
goes.
where
No,
your-
I
where
want
your
a
people
government.
come from.
Listen, I talk about serious politics, okay? I want a government that
Yeah,
actually
I
pays the
do.
fucking
You're
bills.
saying it's okay to import
when
foreigners and have them
when
be
you
leaders because
put money
don't give a
into
shit.
when you put money into the government through your taxes, you want fucking shit to happen like milk not being more expensive than fucking gasoline, okay? That's the important shit. The price of lettuce being the way it's supposed to be instead of freaking what the prices are today. We don't give a rat's ass about freaking Mexicans slipping over the fucking border or freaking
Yeah, but don't you
Obama's
realize
wife
these things are
having a
connected,
fucking
Roger?
penis, dude.
Don't you realize that if you import a whole bunch of people that steal your government's going to have to print more money,
This-
deflating your currency,
listen, this-
and that causes prices to go up?
That bullshit has been started and it's been going for the last 50 years. It's so fucking old. I'm sick of hearing it. Shut the fuck up when
Yeah,
it
but
comes
just
to
look
that
at the
shit
amount of
and
money
do
that's being
something.
printed
You know
since
what I mean?
COVID, mate.
Why is it that these
Being
people go
exponential.
into office and they keep fucking talking the same redneck bullshit, white supremacist bullshit? And that's all they do. They're fucking idiots.
So you're a self-hating white, are you?
No, I'm not a self-hating white. I'm just a common human being who
Oh,
like,
you are. You're probably anti-white, actually.
you know what I mean? It's just
I think he's keeping it real.
why would you put up with that same bullshit that was said fucking 30 fucking years ago all the way up to today? And
Not the same shit.
yes, it is. It's the same shit, dude. It is
Do you
the
honestly
same
think
shit.
deporting illegals is about white supremacy?
It's fucking stupidity.
That's
What are you trying
kind
to
of the
say?
cornerstone of it, actually. Kind of the
Yeah,
cornerstone.
yeah,
No, it's not.
yeah. It is.
They would have deported your ass too.
You know why?
But they didn't.
You know the history behind Ellis Island, right? Have
Well,
you
hold on.
even have you even bothered to find out about the history of Ellis Island and what it's really about?
This is the first time I've heard the word, but my point is,
You don't know.
they-
You don't
they-
know. You don't
they
know
would
about Ellis Island.
freaking me if I was there. Even if I'm white, it doesn't matter. It's got nothing to do with race, you fucking fools. It's got to do with being illegal, coming across the border without documentation. That's what it's about.
Oh, well,
race.
tell that to the people. Tell that to the black families who were shoved in U-Haul trunks and kicked out of their apartments.
And the Asians and the bloody whoever else came across. It's not
No. I mean, I'm talking American citizens.
American citizens.
American citizens. You're not paying attention.
Okay, bring up one article. Bring me up one article where an American citizen got arrested by ICE and kept like detained.
Oh, how long you got? You got all night? I can do it right now.
How many of those cases have been
I can do it right
prosecuted?
now, brother. Dude, just turn on TV.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
I don't watch TV.
That's how you got so brainwashed.
I don't
No,
watch too much
no.
TV, mate.
I don't watch any
Stop
TV.
it.
However,
You gotta realize
I
the
do check the
Democrats
news.
control pretty much most of the TV, man. And
but you need to watch the TV.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't need to.
I mean, dude.
I read.
I mean, you know, start reading about Ellis Island, dude. That was. I mean, it's like it amazes me that you've never heard of Ellis Island.
Why
until
is it
just now.
relevant, Roger?
Because Ellis
Can you tell me in
Island,
one sentence why it's
Ellis
relevant?
Island is where friggin' this supposed immigrant problem started. This is where they decided all the immigrants needed to go to in order to freaking become American citizens. It's in New York, next to the Statue of Liberty. Okay, so like, you should be reading about Ellis Island and why immigration was even put into place here in the United States. Okay. Like, it has absolutely nothing to do with it has absolutely nothing to do with anything good, okay, whatsoever.
And do you know what's funny about this too? Mr. Robot is an Australian. He's literally a citizen of a penal colony that got deported. Go straight.
Into a freaking prison.
And he doesn't understand his politics.
It's a paradise
That's
presented death.
Oh man.
I know the difference.
And he's
between-
telling us we're
There's
brainwashed.
an ocean around us, and we don't have these illegals coming across the border. As
Yeah, you are. You're blessed. dude.
You're on an island.
Now, what you need to do, what you
Tell
need,
you what, it's nice. We don't have to worry about
these illegal
all the
white
fucking
people.
crazy shit that's going on
No,
over
you
there
need
right
you
now.
need to make sure these illegal white people freaking don't come creeping across your borders, because you got a lot of these fucked up African dudes.
Oh, you guys are funny.
You Americans, you're the only ones in the world that's so obsessed with race, man. I actually personally don't believe in race. I don't think it's a thing. I believe in genetic alleles, not race. There's no evidence that race.
I am against it
It's
too.
just a
That's
word
I
that stupid people come up with.
that's the reason why I have such an
But-
issue here, because of
but you got people like
ethno.
Trump. But you got people like Trump that don't share the same belief.
Right. I mean, that's everything rotates
You don't know
around.
what Trump believes.
Everything
How do you know what
rotates
Trump
around
believes? You
ethics.
assume based on your own
I can
projections.
go with his actions. That's a big indicator.
And you, okay, dude,
Yeah, but you don't
honestly,
know what
honestly,
influenced those
Big
actions,
indicator.
You know, it could be a complex situation.
hold up. Tell me the difference between what he's doing now and what Biden and frickin' all them did before. It has to do with ethnics.
Hitler.
No, listen, hey. It all has to do with ethnics. Like, it has to do with the color of the skin when it comes to both sides.
So,
Donald Trump is preaching how horrible these Mexicans are, how horrible these Somalis are, how horrible.
what?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is,
Yes,
dude.
Dude,
He literally
he
uses
wants
the
to keep
term.
him. He wants to keep him in the country.
He
In fact,
he
Donald Trump
he
said, "You better get your
he had the
He
South
wants to keep- he's
African
gonna kill him.
president in front of him, and he started freaking talking about freaking farmer genocide. Okay,
He
on national
literally uses
television.
the
I'm
term
gonna prove you
shithole
wrong
countries.
with
Listen to me.
video.
He literally uses the term shithole countries. People from shithole countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, do you disagree with him? Do you think,
So
you
that's
think some countries
I
aren't
do.
well? Like,
so you think
I
that
do
you think that's
disagree with
appropriate?
him.
Is that
like
what you're saying?
Somalia? You don't think
Yeah,
Somalia's a shell?
should a president be saying that? Because he's
No,
telling you
seriously.
politics right there. You want to say what he
Well, Trump's
believes.
never been politically correct. You know, that's
Yeah.
probably why people like him.
Well, yeah, okay, but it still tells you what his intentions are by his actions and what he says.
It's not very good.
It's not.
Not
yeah,
really. He's
it's
a
not
bit of a
good.
dark horse, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean a lot
'Cause
of
I think like it's hard to tell the difference between what Trump says, does, and thinks because
he's stupid.
you know he's got a long history of like
He's not
people
smart.
funding him basically. So I don't know what kind of forces he is meant to like appease.
Well,
based
see,
on his past.
Stupid
That's
people,
the
stupid
history
people
there.
with power are usually unhinged and they make decisions freaking that aren't really freaking thought through. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why he's unpredictable. It's not because he's smart, it's because he's a very stupid man who freaking doesn't really think things through.
That's
He's
possible.
impulsive.
I actually
He's a
do.
spoiled child.
Some
He's an
believe
80-year-old
that.
spoiled child.
I mean, the man has never had any period in his life where he had to actually do something for himself. You know what I'm saying?
He's got a very narrow set of skills. Like he's only like versed in like finance, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Golf
Well,
courses. That's about
Not only that, well, he's always had to pay for sex. I mean, come on, he bought all his
Well,
wives.
dude, freaking look at him though. I mean, I would pay for him.
I don't think he's ever had sex without paying for it.
I'm not gonna fucking lie, dude. I would. Milana,
And he always had girls around him.
and they were
Yeah.
hot. Every single chick he's ever had was a hot chick.
Yeah, yeah.
Every single
Except the
one.
Bought and
current
paid
one.
for it. How many times he gets sued for? Oh, I'm sorry. He probably.
It's not so much that it's bought and paid for. It's just that women are attracted to money. You
Yeah.
know? That's how they work. They operate that way.
Well,
and they got paid. So, but I do
Well,
take
they
it back.
hope
He
to
probably
get
has
paid.
had
That's
sex.
why they're attracted to it.
He probably has had sex without paying for it, but then again, he did get taken to court for this.
no, I
He was
mean,
a rapist. Come on.
I do want to bring something else up too, because like freaking this is important. Like the other day we were on Nancy's show and freaking we ended up having a big old fire up about this. Okay, this whole thing with Trump. Now the reason why this has happened is because even though people who freaking did at one time support Trump freaking voted him in and everything, there's been a split. Okay, so that's kind of the strange part about it. And like me, I even voted for Trump too, but I'm not for him at all anymore. And that even goes into another direction because those people
You're
have
pretty much full blown liberal now, aren't you?
no,
Roger?
those people those people have split in half too, because now freaking you have like with MC Dirty Work, okay? I agree with him on a lot of things that freaking concern Donald Trump, but he got in a big old fight over a lot of the stuff that was being discussed the other night. I agree with him on some of it, but I also know that like he's one of those people who freaking want to always freaking talk shit about the Jews and blame the Jews for all the problems going on in the world. And I don't believe in blaming people fucking for our problems. Like stop blaming the Jews, stop blaming freaking the Spanish or the Mexicans or the, you know what I mean? Take responsibility for
Who are
yourself.
we meant to blame?
You blame yourself if
Blame
anything.
yourself. Yeah,
Stop blaming other people for your own problems.
exactly.
You know.
Well, I mean, what if like some of my problems is caused by
That's not true. None of that. None of that's true. You control your own destiny, dude.
It is up to you to confront the issue and to correct it.
Maybe. To certain limits.
Whatever,
To
dude.
certain limits.
Yeah, to a limit. Yeah, of course.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like
That
you
limit
hear
is the law. Like,
you hear Mark always talking
when you
about the
get
terms of
busted,
services, okay? And when he says that goes back to what I just said. You didn't read the terms of service. So whenever he says that, that means it's the end of the conversation. You see?
yeah. My issue is that
When I say
these
take
rich
responsibility,
globalist forces like the Jews are changing our laws to impede our freedoms.
now we
And yeah, I could
understand.
like break the law. I
See?
could break the law, but there's consequences if I get caught. So, yeah, I'm in control of
Okay.
what I do right now,
Okay.
but if I get caught, then no longer in control. Then they will take control of me, is what I'm saying. And I don't like that.
So your immediate way to handle an external situation would be something illegal?
No, it would be to blame the Jews.
No, so the way I look at it is you got to play the game
It's the
to
fucking
some extent,
Jews,
right?
man.
Like
Oh yeah.
if there's something you don't agree with and you don't want to do it, don't fucking do it,
Right.
but don't get caught not doing it. You know what I mean? So like when someone's watching, make sure you're doing the right, like the legal thing, but
So
you got to
like
play the game. is what I'm
like,
saying.
like Christian Bale in Grammaton Cleric, right?
Yeah, I can't remember that movie.
Oh, they're taking the pills to make you emotionless to be a part of the system, and he stopped taking the pills.
The guy, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Mark's taken a few of those.
No, Mark has not
Maybe.
taken any of those pills freaking at all, dude.
He snorts them every morning.
Ah,
Yeah, for my first coffee.
He's got to get through the day somehow.
What were we talking about again? I forgot.
Mark Edwards' drug problem. Yes. Let's continue on
Yeah,
that.
my drug problem.
No, you were saying don't blame anyone.
no, don't.
Look.
It's a matter of taking responsibility for yourself and stop blaming other people for your problems. Like, it's really easy to blame Mexicans and blame freaking Hispanics and freaking the Jews,
I get that.
the Middle East. You
Don't
know,
blame,
it's those.
don't put blame where it doesn't belong.
You
but
know.
when there is wrong being done, absolutely point it out. Otherwise, it keeps happening, right?
Well, there's a
And
difference
if
between
that's
that.
part of the problem.
There's a difference
know?
between that and blaming other people too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, here's the thing: everyone's other people, and some of those people are good, some of those people are not.
right?
So, like,
exactly.
you got to point the finger at those that are not, so that we know where to take action. Is what I'm saying.
It's just becoming too much of a freaking theme, dude. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it's becoming.
You can't say just because it's a theme, it's not real. You see it in the news every day.
Look, man,
like fucking, if it's not genocide, it's let's fucking nuke
it's
Iran.
literally not. Look who's the one. Okay, hold up.
News, mate,
Let's look who is freaking trying to nuke Iran. Okay, it's the same person you're fucking sitting here saying is a great guy. He's doing great. He fucking just he just launched missiles.
Think he wants to, but I think he will.
Yeah.
Not nuke him, but I think he'll definitely bomb him again.
He is literally debating on doing the insurrection act here in the United States. You know what that means to me? That means that
should have done it ages ago.
no, this is his tyrannical
Good Lord.
step to where he can depose the government and fucking take over. This is going to be where he makes his
the
move.
government right now. What are you talking about?
This is different. This is a coup. Like, if he does the insurrection act,
What do you
he's
think Jan 6 was? That's when they did it
no.
the first
Jan
time.
6 wasn't an insurrection at all.
Well, they claimed it was, didn't they?
They didn't freaking actually pull the insurrection act on him.
Well, they went after everyone that was.
And this, and let me also point something out there. That goes back to Homeland Security, which I freaking am 100% against. Okay, I think freaking that should have never been done. And everybody today freaking just accepts it like it's a great thing, and it's not. Freaking, it should have never been freaking put into effect. And I felt that way from the very first day when I heard freaking Homeland Security freaking came about.
Isn't it kind of unconstitutional?
Yeah. Homeland Security is very unconstitutional.
Yeah.
Because the Constitution says you're meant to have well-regulated militias to take care of that stuff, right?
Mhm.
Exactly. You get it. No, okay. I'm going to hand the hat to you on that one. I've been preaching that for years. We have issues like that we're having now. It should be militias handling it. It shouldn't be.
That is
We're
the
not.
smart way to do it, man.
We're not supposed to
Decentralized
have a
power.
standing military force within our country.
Yeah.
So, not a federal one, anyways. But they get away with it because we're in a constant state of war. So long as we're
but yeah.
at war, it waives our rights.
This is where I think America went wrong, unfortunately, is like you should have just stuck to those principles in the Constitution. You would have been fine. Now it's going to be a bit of a shit fight to like get it back to that. But, you know,
Yeah.
live and learn.
And
Live and try to survive.
And I want you guys to know something, man, freaking, because this is true, you know, only on this freaking show with all of us could we do this, because everything on freaking Vixen's Vault the other day went to fucking shit because of having this conversation. It got so bad that Mark freaking, not Mark here, but Mark Watashik freaking looked like he was going to have a freaking heart attack, dude, because of it. You know,
people get emotional about it.
You know, and it just, this is the only freaking show where whenever we get together, freaking, we can actually talk about it and not have everybody freaking going nuts. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I think we've done all right. I think we've done.
And
all right.
we always freaking be, just so you know, me and Mr. Robot always go freaking toe to toe on shit. Like he's not able to really cope with my freaking.
I actually play devil's advocate quite a lot too.
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah, so like when it comes to the whole Insurrection Act, I can see the argument for it, but at the same time, I think it's a trap because it sets a precedent where if the tyrants take over in the future, that precedent will be set and they'll be able to abuse it. So I think it's a dangerous thing actually to do. It should be like an absolute last resort, not just be a convenient thing.
You know, I was against January 6th. So just to let you know, but I'm going to tell you right now, don't fucking use January 6th in any way to justify freaking anything Donald Trump does. Donald Trump doesn't give a rat's ass about.
He hasn't done it yet.
Donald Trump,
what I'm saying.
He
have set the precedent. You know, if I was Trump, I'd be like, "You motherfuckers did that last time. I can do it now," and I would just do it.
Donald Trump does not care about January 6th. He doesn't care about any of those people that got put in prison. There was probably a good chance that he did freaking tell them that he freaking was going to do it, because there was a show I watched that was like 2 days before that with David Hancock, where he was doing his own stream, and he said that he had inside news, or insiders, he had information from insiders about something that was going to go down within the next couple of days. And this was like days before January the 6th. And that was his last freaking broadcast.
Oh, yeah. And then he went to jail, right?
Uh-huh.
I actually, did you see he started a podcast out of jail called The Fusion Cell. Yeah. So like there was a cop lady that actually called him up on collect call every day, and they would like do a live podcast from jail. And like this guy said the most based shit. I like the whole time I was in India, I was listening to him in jail because like this, I would actually vote. Like if I was you, I'd vote that guy into presidency because he's a fucking hero, man. Like I don't know, he just like has good principles, good morals, good empathy. Donald Trump. Yeah, he's a wild horse. Like I've never seen him show any authentic emotion ever, like in public. So I don't know whether he's a psychopath or just like
he's
very
a psychopath.
closed off or what. But
he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
He's a wild horse, and you know I bet he dances in front of a mirror wearing a wig and tucks his penis between his legs.
No, that's Buffalo Bill. That's
He does enough
Yeah.
bad shit to make shit up about him. Like I can list enough bad shit about him without having to make up anything. Like,
well, I mean,
he's definitely not a saint.
I'm not making up anything. I'm just making a joke.
I mean,
That's
I'm not really in the habit of saying bad things about Donald Trump. It's usually freaking Bill Altman who I say bad things about. You know what I mean? But like, and that's about it. That's about as far as it goes. But like here,
Well,
like
you know, like
here lately, it's just getting to the point where you have to freaking say bad shit about the dude because he's gone too far and he keeps
He's
going.
gone way too far.
He keeps freaking just reaching and reaching. He thinks he's freaking God, dude, and that nobody can touch him. And he,
well, his first mistake is keeping all those psychopaths around him. You know, Lindsey Graham, all those like fucking crazy Jews.
Mhm.
I just imagine the things they're whispering in his ear all the time. Of course, he's going to turn into this god complex crazy bastard. He was always on the verge of that anyway. And like he was starting to come good after he got shot in the ear a little bit. And then everyone started going, no, man, God chose for you to survive so you can do this that we want to do and that we want to do. And like, you know, imagine hearing that every fucking day. Yeah, maybe he starts to believe it after a while. And oh my God.
Yeah.
It's just, anyway, it's,
it's getting to the point where freaking shit's going to hit the fan.
what we should be doing is looking at what's happening after Trump because he's not going to be around for very long, and you know it can go way worse than him.
Well, it is gonna go because if you look at the behaviors, like we've gone from Obama to freaking Donald Trump, back to freaking Biden, then to freaking Trump again, and in every case it's just escalated and gotten worse and worse and worse.
Well, here's the interesting thing. Like you said, both parties have been split now on some issues, and I don't know if they do manage to deport a bunch of illegals or at least stop them to vote by, you know, making mandatory ID for voting and stuff like that. It is going to change the dynamics of the next election quite a lot. It's good. I would hate for you guys to get Newsom, for example. That could be really bad.
It's going to be horrible anyway. Look, because even the governor of Illinois is going to be running. So,
well, Pritzker is he seems to be kind of a cool guy.
No, he's not.
You don't like Pritzker?
Well, see, he's ran.
Oh, Pritzker! Oh my God,
no,
he's disgusting.
No, he's freaking.
He's like the worst version of Donald Trump.
Well, he's bought and paid for by the Crown family.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Crown family is the richest family in Illinois, and they're.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they're. They freaking they're the ones who freaking pulls Pritzker's strings, and before him it was Michael Madigan who they had control over. So I gotta get back on the stream. Sorry guys, I ended up getting cut off.
You're already a megalomaniac, megalomaniacal maniac. You don't need to be paid to be that way.
That's what Trump said as well, and then Trump got bought off by Israel and like whoever else. But
I mean, yeah, that's the way you got to look at it. Like, I mean, stop and think about what you're saying whenever you start freaking touting about how great this guy is. Like, look at everything that he's freaking done. Okay, like he's not freaking doing good at all. Like, you can't have it both ways. Well, he's freaking doing great on this immigration thing, but that horrible bastard's kissing those freaking Jewish girls, and you know.
I don't care about the girls. I don't care more about Netanyahu. You know, it's always freaking kissing his feet and.
Well, I mean,
kissing the bowl and.
I don't feed into the Jewish agenda thing. I think that's a load of shit. Like, I don't do the whole freaking it's all the Jews' fault.
It's weird though that every single one of your presidents and politicians go to kiss the wall in Israel. You don't think that's strange?
That's not Israel. That's called. I keep telling you guys. That's freaking. What is it? The American Israeli freaking I keep forgetting it. APAC or
4G.
APAC is what it is. It's the American Israel Alliance thing, and that's a political freaking party or
It's meant to be an American lobby group for Jews,
lobby group. Yeah.
but it ends up lobbying for Israel.
No. Look, it has nothing to do. It's about freaking just the power of them. Okay, like they use Israel as a reason for freaking lobbying, but the money actually gets funneled back into it for freaking paying off politicians and passing laws and stuff. So
Well, it is also a bit of a scam because
it is.
the U.S. gives like $2 billion to Israel every year, and then Israel gives that money back to the U.S. politicians to bribe them. So they basically get it for free, you know.
And there's no
They
evidence
pay
that
for it.
money even goes into Israel's hands. They just freaking they freaking say here, you know, and then it's just a matter of signing freaking papers, basically. Like, because
Oh, they'd spend it on military gear and
no, Israel has the freaking best
social media
military
campaign.
in the world, dude. People don't understand that. Like they have the best freaking air force in the world, dude. They have a better air force than the United States does.
I had a IDF agent uh, trying her best to shack up with me.
Oh, be
This
careful there,
was
mate.
well, no, it's funny because I busted her three weeks into her hitting on me and trying to get with me or sending me nudes. This is like when I first started my radio show with the RBN, and
Oh, wow.
and like I was like, you know what? You keep talking, you keep like interrogating me. What's going on here? And I reverse interrogated her, and to find out that she was an interrogator for the Israel Defense Force, and I busted her cold. And then so once I
That's just a
dismissed her,
conspiracy theory, isn't it,
well,
Mark?
no, well,
Isn't
no,
it,
no.
Roger?
But you know what? I would say I would give it a possibility that she was lying. However, she started working her way through other people who did shows with me and tried worming her way into influencing them. It took me, like these guys with the other shows, they got so pissed off at me. Like V's talking all this crap. V is saying he had a thing with your girl. She's starting stuff. Literally had to get on with these other hosts and show him that I had naked pictures of her. Like, how did I get these then? And like, I totally busted her whole psyop.
Yeah, I saw that on Fresh and Fit. That was all up on Fresh and Fit, dude. They were like talking about how freaking V was just a dirty old bastard.
Well, no, at the
No,
time,
I
me and
believe it, man. I mean, like, look at Netanyahu. He's saying this is like the new field of warfare for them. They're going to spend like millions and millions of dollars on social media next year.
Yeah.
Probably U.S. tax dollars, but you know.
No, I mean
They
seriously,
they want to influence. They realize it's the new media, right? And Jews have always gone after the media ever since day one. And
absolutely.
they know they need to go after it to control the narrative.
you need
Otherwise,
to understand there's a big alliance, and this alliance consists of Israel, England, and freaking the United States. Okay, and it's
Wait.
always been that way. There's never been any there's never been any one like you're saying that we are being threatened by the United States. We are just as much of a threat as what Israel is, just like England is just as much of a threat. We've all three countries have been doing this shit intentionally against its own people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I gotta ask. Are you, Mr. Robot? Are you one of those? There's a Jew behind every broadcast.
Yeah, he is.
Kind of guys.
Yeah, he is.
Not every. Like,
Most of them.
Most of them in the U.S. probably. We've got one.
Now he's attacking the United States. You see? Now he's starting to sound.
Like most of the media in the world is owned by six families.
He's
Right.
blaming the United States like Mark Edworthy does. Once I start saying mean things, he gets all freaking upset and starts saying mean shit about the United States too. He's just like Mark.
No, No, I'm trying to be objective. Like, I don't have like a hatred for Jewish people per se. I just don't like the fact that they're influencing my government and limiting my free speech through legislation. You know, just leave me the fuck alone, and I'll leave you the fuck alone. But they won't leave me alone, so I won't leave them alone.
Dude,
And
the ADL is going to have their super covert team at your door.
see,
Okay.
we actually have like 3 different ADL type organizations here
Now,
in Australia
I-
that do
I-
similar
wow.
kind of lobbying.
This is the perfect.
And-
This is the perfect time to bring this up and kind of explain my take on this shit. Now, recently, MTV got shut down, and there's a reason for that. It's like freaking there. You know, after enough time, it's time to stop fucking killing or kicking a dead horse. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
every
Profitable.
everybody talks about freaking like censorship and all that stuff, but they don't understand what took place when it comes to MTV. MTV was supposed to be, when it first started up, it was the anti-censorship freaking flagship, basically. Everybody freaking understood that's what MTV was about. Now, if you take a look at the history of MTV, MTV was freaking taken over and literally destroyed from the inside out. You know what I mean? Like, they literally took MTV over freaking and destroyed it, and now freaking they just shut it down. Okay.
Technically, it's now, well, it was shut down by Warner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The same people that were fighting against MTV and freaking didn't like the fact that they were out and were fighting against censorship was the same ones who bought them out and eventually shut them down. Made it to where MTV was a freaking joke, you know, and nobody watched it anymore because it was just garbage. And that's what they did. They freaking did it, and now that's what's going on today. You know what I mean? You can say that freaking this stuff is done by some infiltrator from freaking Israel and all that shit, but that, I mean, it's not the case. I mean, the majority of people who want to censor us today are freaking people who are atheists, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, but you got to realize Jews aren't necessarily a religious group; they're an ethnic group as well. So you know, you get a lot of atheist Jews, for example,
UN doctrine, yeah.
according to them. But
Jewish
you know about the
bankers.
Mega Group, right? Mega Group.
Megadeth.
No, not Megadeth,
I love
but they do want to create Megadeth.
Megadeth is a rock band, dude.
Yeah, but
You're such a freaking old fart. Like, God, dude, you don't even know
the
who
Mega Group
Megadeth is.
refers to multiple distinct organizations across.
Where is it?
Here we go. The Mega Group, a secretive billionaire network. This group, formed in 1991 by Charles Bronfman and Leslie Wexner from Epstein fame, is described as a powerful informal coalition of mega billionaires who meet twice yearly to influence U.S. foreign policy, particularly regarding Israel, and deploy billions in charitable funds. It is also alleged to have had ties to the Israeli intelligence agency Mossad and served as a vehicle for influence operations in the United States. Notable members include Steven Spielberg, Roland Lauder, I don't know who that is, Michael Steinhardt, Edgar Bronfman, and Leslie Wexner, who was linked to Jeffrey Epstein. The group was reportedly still active in 2001, with its existence first revealed in 1998.
Talking of which, what's happening at this present moment? Davos. It's Davos season again.
Yep. And good old Trump gave a bit of a speech there. Did you guys see it?
No.
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 It was pretty interesting. I didn't watch the whole thing, but
I don't get freaking excited about anything that Donald Trump is involved in anymore, to be honest with you.
Well, you know, he's
And
done one thing recently that I actually do admire, which is he basically told BlackRock that you can't buy up all the houses anymore because people can't afford housing.
Yes, I actually seen that. I pointed that out, and I agree with that. That actually was a good. That was a
well,
good call.
okay, but think about why he would say that. Think about why he would say that. Trump is in the real estate industry. He doesn't want an unfair fight. Well, he does. He's making it unfair by limiting his competition.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
BlackRock has been big into the real estate,
Yeah.
and like with BlackRock, they've been going up and buying freaking these single home, real estate properties, and that causes issues with the prices where the
Yeah.
prices go up. You know, so
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Not just in America either, all over the world.
yeah, Trump is a contractor. He builds things. At least his company does. So you see a conflict of interest there, and everything he does is a conflict of freaking interest.
yeah.
Almost,
Yeah, but
and
man,
nobody's
Trump
stopping
is a
him.
small player compared to BlackRock. You know what I mean? Like he's not gonna put a dent in the real
BlackRock.
estate market. That's not why he did it. He just knows if
He
his
could.
people won't vote for him if they
You know,
can't afford a house. You know,
This man is a megalomaniac. If he can step in somewhere and get in front of the big guys, he's going to. If he's got the leverage and the power to do that, he's going to
do what?
to edge out the competition, or at least slow them down to give himself an edge.
Okay, so hold on a minute. We have 6 minutes before 3 hours. I'm gonna call it quits at this point, and if you guys want to come back at a later time, we can get into this because this is good, and I also have more of Mr. Robot's crazy shit. Like this is just the tip of the iceberg, okay? Because we haven't even gotten into Project Pegasus, which I know Mr. Robot loves to talk about. And then there's another one that I want to talk about later on about RFK ordering changes for organ donation networks. This is another one that Robot posted. I thought was funny as shit because apparently they find out that dozens of people who freaking were involved in this weren't even dead when their organs were harvested. So later on, if you guys want to, we can freaking go cover it.
I want you to add something to the list here. Let's
Okay,
talk
we can
about,
do that.
Pritzker. Or you know what? This whole I'm a new citizen to Illinois, so I don't. Pritzker sounded like a cool guy because he was opposing Trump, but now you're telling me he's owned by somebody. I need some information.
Well, the Crown family, just check them out. You'll find a lot of good information on them on the internet. They're not very secretive. Like there's no cabal. They own pretty much everything when it comes to politics in Illinois. So.
Well, I want your research. I want you to lead me here.
Okay. Well, later on we can do
it.
Later on we can do it. And before we go, I want to give everybody a chance to freaking give out their socials. So let's start with you, Mr. Robot. If you want to give people your socials, how they can contact you and find out about you and stuff like that, it'd be great.
All right. Well, we hang out on Element, and my name on there is also Mr. Robot. You'll see me around. You can join our conspiracy theorist discussion group on Element. If you wanted to join, it is #conspiracy-theory:matrix.org. But I also have a channel on Rumble called Hacker Radio. If you just search for Hacker Radio, you'll find me. I play some sick tunes on there. We have little live parties. Feel free to join. It's been a pleasure.
Right on.
Hey, that sounds like fun.
How about you, V? You got any socials you want to hand out?
If you're a business person, you want to make some money, you can email me at thetruthpharmacy@gmail.com. Or if you just want to get me on your podcast or whatever, go Gmail. Thetruthpharmacy@gmail.com. Otherwise, just contact Mr. Infamous here.
Yeah. There you go. And how about you, Mark Edworthy? How can people find you?
Just on minds.com under Medworthy.
There you go. And with me, like V said, you can get a hold of him through me if you go on Teams and find Rogers Hangout. You can also find Rogers Hangout on Element as well. Just go in there on Element Matrix. You can find me on there.